Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's time for a kitten close-up, and I guess as soon as I start talking, the kittens do too. And Mom's been chilling over here on the scale, presumably because it's nice and cool. Although the air conditioning is working in this room, so things here are pretty nice and cool too. This is our boy Herringbone. I can tell just because of the way he's yelling at me. Herringbone has now left the box 3 times, all on his own, without any help. And he looks like he might be contemplating a 4th time right meow. Hey, bud. He's the only one that's left the box. Like I said, he's done it 3 times, so none of the others have figured it out yet. But I do have a new box here ready to go. So it's the one with no lip at all, so they can just come and go as they please, and it's probably about time to put it out, which I think I'm going to do today. I washed it out, brought it in the room, and I'm letting it sit around a little bit because I'm using a new cleaning product and it smells a little different, and I wanted Mom to get a chance to get used to the smell of the box before we put all of her kids into it. But it'll be up and running soon. That's the plan anyway. They have just been fed by me for the first time today. It's afternoon, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I didn't feed them this morning because I weighed them and they all were doing pretty good, actually. I thought we could skip it. Also in the good news, last night I got up, I was gonna do a special feeding at 1 a.m., especially for our little escape artist, Herringbone, but Herringbone had put on a little bit of weight from eating, nursing from his mom in between, the last feeding last night at, was it 10 o'clock? I think 10 o'clock. And then the time that I got up at 1 to feed him, he had gained a little bit of weight. So I didn't feed him at 1. And it was great to see that he had actually gained weight from nursing from his mom, because that's the thing that we want to have happen more often. And for Herringbone especially, since he is in last place. But he seems like he's also super energetic. Like I said, the only one to have left the box. So I think he's doing pretty well, even though I'd like him to be heavier. Yes, you. He also has a lot to say to me specifically. You got some opinions, Harry? What are you trying to say? Oh, I saw in the chat. Yeah, I think Spoogle was just a misspelling of snuggle originally, and that's basically what it means. So this is Chevy, the other brown tabby, Herringbone's twin kitten, I guess. And this is the only girl kitten, who is Paisley. Hi, little Princess Paisley. Look at that walk-in with her belly off the floor. She's obviously not too steady, but getting her belly off the ground as they walk, that's the real deal. They're really starting to learn. Nice work, kids. So yeah, I guess just to sort of reiterate and be more clear about what I was saying, everybody's weight gains are pretty good. I'm slightly disappointed in Herringbone's weight gain, but we're keeping a real close eye on him. Everybody now, including Herringbone, has managed to get some weight gain from nursing from mom. So that's good news, but it's still not consistent enough and good enough, I think, to carry them. So I'm still feeding them, but not very often. You know, I've managed to skip a few feedings just because they're getting enough from mom at that moment. And that feels real nice, including for Herringbone. Paisley, I think you're not going to find anything to nurse on all the way back there. Kind of on the wrong end of things. There we go. So the other kittens, she's still trying to do it from that side. That's so silly. What are you saying, Loom? You don't normally talk. In fact, I don't think I've heard her, well, maybe a little bit. She doesn't talk very often, though. Now she's got something to say. Paisley. Oh, here we go. Here's our boy Argyle. Come over here and say hi since you took a break for a minute, Argyle. Say hi to us. Hi. I know you've got plenty of food in you because I just finished feeding you. Well, maybe not plenty, but enough. Oh, hi. So yesterday's close-up, I was talking about how I need to do a photo shoot of these kids, and I need to do a photo shoot of these kids. It's still pending. I didn't get to it yesterday, and there's a couple more things I've got to do today that are urgent. So I'm hoping I get to it today. We're going to find out, but still no promises. I'm going to do my best. In the meantime, we can see them on the close-up. That's pretty nice. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, I get it. We'll put you right back. That's Argyle. One of the things I've got to do that's urgent is if you've been watching Kitten Academy for a while, you remember last year the big excitement was that our power went out in Connecticut, in just about all of the state. But here it went out for over a week. I've never experienced anything like that in my entire life. And during that time, it was very warm, and that was one of our primary concerns. And of course, a wonderful person that the person who adopted Twist actually brought us a generator to use during the interim, and then we went out and bought a used stand-up, portable air conditioner. So we still have that air conditioner, and because we're having air conditioning problems downstairs, not Twist. No, what did I say? Taylor. Oh, okay. I'm trying. Sorry. That sounds, I don't know. T names. I'm working on it. Where's my coffee? Yes, Taylor. Okay. All right. Everybody's right. It's Taylor's adopter. I'm just my T names. I'm just getting my T names confused. I know who I mean though. Anyway, so what I was getting at with all of that is that we still have the upright, air conditioner that we got during that time. And currently the air conditioning downstairs is still out. And my guess is that even if we can manage to get somebody, to out right away, it's probably going to be a while before we can get everything, fixed and installed and working again. So one of the urgent things that I'm going to do immediately after this close-up is get that thing out and make a better connector to the window for it so that it's safe to leave around the kittens even when I'm not watching. The connector it came with is a little loose, and I'd be afraid that, you know, they'd knock it out of the window or something, and that would be horrible. So, yeah, that's something that's super important. On that note, I don't know if I mentioned, I don't want to get too far into all the air conditioning talk, you know, except for where it relates to kittens, but the guys that we normally have contracted for HVAC, you know, heating and air conditioning work, they are coming out today to quote us on the replacement air conditioner. So that's really cool. And I thought, wow, it sure took them a long time to get out here. You know, it broke down last week. And we had to wait until today to get somebody out here. But then I started calling around to get a second quote from anybody. And there's no other company I could find that would come out to give us even a quote until August, and installations even later. So now I feel bad about being like, oh, these guys aren't coming out fast enough, because they are coming out really fast compared to anybody else. We got a milk argument. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mom's like, no, I'm fed up with this. You kids are going to fight, then I'm just going to go. Now look what you've done. It's fine. I know that they are fed enough because, like I said, I just finished feeding them. Kids, do you want to come over here and say hi to me now that Mom broke up the party? Say hi to everybody. Look at that face. Sorry. Okay, Paisley. Okay, Paisley. Yes, I was laughing at how cute your face is. Now Loom hears all that crying, and she's concerned about it. I don't know if she's going to go back in there, but she's thinking about it. Oh, now Paisley looks like she's going to fall asleep sitting up. Okay, let's see everybody real quick while we've got a chance. Hi. Hi. This is Paisley. Oh, someone asked earlier, how is Loom doing with the other cats? Still not well, actually. She does not like seeing them at the door. You know, that's fine, actually. If you remember, I thought that Port might be that way at first, right? Port wasn't too happy about the other cats at first. Or have I got that backwards? Who am I thinking of? Was it Port? Somebody was like that at first and then came around, and my brain's not working, so whatever. So this is Herringbone. He's got a lot to yell about. Mm-hmm. Oh, Flower. Flower sounds right. Yes, everybody. Flower sounds like the one that I'm thinking of. I knew it was somebody who was real recent, and I kept saying, oh, she's never going to get along with anybody, and then in the end, she got along just fine. So I think that this guy, Herringbone, is having a little bit of a gastrointestinal issue that's making him, probably hurting his little belly a little bit here and there, and that's probably why he's so yelly. But we're working on it. We've got him on the antibiotics, and we're keeping a close eye on him. I think he's going to be all right. Then Chevy, the twin brother here, doesn't get too bothered about anything because he eats so much. Yeah. He's going to be the big kid in this group. You can tell already. It's ironic that his twin then is probably going to be the smallest. Let's see. Did we already see Basket Weave up close? This is Basket Weave. There we go. Hi, bud. You look like a cute little teddy bear. They've all got the bluest eyes right now. As you know, kittens are all born with blue eyes, and then after a few weeks, they change to whatever their adult color is going to be. Brrr. We already saw Paisley, but she's sitting off here on her own, so we're just going to grab her again. Hi. Hi, you get to come out for a second round of being adorable for everybody. You said it. Hi. Oh, okay. Okay. We got you. And then Argyle. Argyle also likes to yell to the point where I think he's made himself hoarse. He's had a very squeaky meow the last few days. I think you heard that. This is what you get for yelling so much all the time. That's okay. That's a little bit more like it. There we go. Okay, well, that's everybody with their mom. Now they're going to start another fight. Loom's going to run away. It's fine. She always gets up when I leave the room. She wants to get up and sort of follow me, and then she can't get past the door, so she goes and does her own thing. So if we leave the room in just a second, like I think we're going to, she's probably going to get up and stop nursing anyway. I've been trying to convince her to stay here and nurse, even though I get up, but she's not listening to me. Anna, do I think Loom will improve in terms of meeting other cats, such as the faculty? It's hard to predict. She's not the worst that we've ever had, so I think maybe with some work she could manage to get along. If I get the time to give her treats and a slow introduction, possibly. I feel hopeful. It's really hard to predict though until you really start to get into it. We've had some that turn right around, like Flower, and we've had some that don't. Like Bebop. She was the one I had to put the paper downstairs for, right? Oh, Sciolist, yes. How is Millet? Well, with a little luck, maybe we can find him. We've got a few minutes left, so let's go take a walk around. Now that these kids are settled down, of course, this is going to, like I said, she's going to get right back up once we leave. But that's okay. They've all eaten. I'm going to leave all my stuff right here, and I'll have to come back for it. Including, I thought I had a coffee. Oh, I do have a coffee. Hang on, let me take care of that. So, Millet is doing very well. This is like I said, this is the box that we're going to deploy today, and this is the barrier that we put up to keep them from going too far around the room yet. Everybody's got to be downstairs. Surprised nobody's waiting out here. Oh, they've got their bed back and they're happy about that. Look at this guy. That's Hal. Must have learned that from Custard. Just laid out on his back on the floor. Hal, that's very cute, buddy. He's purring at me too, because he as soon as he saw me, he started purring. That's just how he is. So this is Hal. This is Rio. He's not wearing his collar, but I can tell it's Rio. Oh, look at that. He wants to be petted. He's going to lean into it. There you go, bud. He's got his purr going, too. Can you hear that? Oh, and we've got another one here. Is that Puget, I believe? Yes, it must be Puget. Puget on this side and Rotterdam on this side. Hal, Rio, Puget. Hi, Puget. Oh, yeah, that's cute. Puget's got a purr going, too. And, oh, look who's watching us. Millet's just part of the family now. So here's Rotterdam. I think I mentioned that Millet eats with them every chance he gets. He thinks he's just part of the family, so he comes in here and eats with them. You might have noticed it in the morning, too, last couple mornings. It's been on the stream when he comes in and eats with everybody. Hey, Roddy, roll over, show me your belly, too, huh? It's not that warm down here, guys. You might be thinking because the air conditioning isn't working down here, that's why they're all sacked out. But it's not bad yet. Very comfortable, in fact. We just want to make sure we've got everything in place so that when it does get bad, we're ready to go. What are you saying, pal? So Millet's feeling very good. To answer the question from so long ago now, there's not too much to report, actually. He's just doing fine. He's running around and playing. He spends most of his time with the oranges. I think I mentioned that I've been teasing DJ because now Millet seems like he's got better things to do than to hang out with us. But that's not entirely true. In fact, last night, between that 10 o'clock feeding and the 1 o'clock feeding, he came to me and was just so insistently snuggly and trying to groom me. And it was really sweet. He tried to groom my whole head, and he thought maybe my ear was something that was stuck on that needed to come off, though. So he would sort of, you know how cats do. When they groom each other, you've seen how they'll lick, and then they sort of grab and pull a little bit with their teeth to, get anything out of the fur that might be there. So he was doing that to my ear extensively, where he would lick, and then he would grab my ear and like pull on it. And it wasn't the most comfortable thing at that point, but it was adorable. And then when I got up to do that 1 o'clock feeding, he went and snuggled with DJ. So he is awfully snuggly after all. And playful, and loves his oranges. I think it would be awesome if Millet got adopted with one of the oranges, especially Sid, but any of them. But we don't, first off, it depends on what people apply for. The people who apply for kittens, what they ask for. If you have applied and know, for instance, that you're approved for an orange and you'd like to add Millet, boy, would I encourage you to reach out to the people at Dawes that would have contacted you and let them know, because we would very much encourage that. But it is up to, firstly, the adopter that would want that, and secondly, to Dawes that applies, processes and approves the applications to approve it. So we're kind of out of the loop there. We just have to hope that that does work out for somebody and that it works out for little Millie. And Sid's his favorite, but look, he's sitting right here. He's grooming Rotterdam. That's Rotterdam. It's hard for me to get an angle on it. He's grooming him, and he's also trying to play. Groom, lick, bite. That's a sort of a dominance thing. We see Loganberry do that a lot too, where he'll groom and then he'll just sort of grab and hold for a minute and then go back to grooming. And I think that's a way to sort of establish some dominance at the same time that you say, I'm friendly. That's turning into play, though. He wants to play. Rotterdam's trying to take a nap, Millie. Oh, who's up there? Oh, he's got his ears back a little bit. He wants to turn that into a real match. That looks like Halifax. Rotterdam's appealing to me. He's looking at me like, aren't you going to stop any of this? I'm not, buddy. Okay, so he's gone back to his spot. Oh, and he's going to come back out. Millet, Rotterdam. We saw Puget. We saw Rio. We saw Halifax. But that leaves us with 3 of the oranges that we haven't seen yet. Oh, and their mom. So here's Port the mom. This is one of her favorite places now. She's up here quite a bit. And I see 2 of them here. Look at this. Look how cute this is. We got more of this. Oh, yeah. That's Banana. I think. Looks like Banana to me. AKA Bombay. And Sid. I hear Millet wrestling back there some more, and someone is complaining about it. Let's take a look. Yes, Rotterdam's tail's now looking agitated. Millet, let's give him a break. Come on, he's starting to look actually a little agitated. It's cute that you can do that. I'm glad you have play buddies. Maybe I should bring you up to see Custard for a while. I see the last one that we haven't seen yet, then his aunt, and he is up here on his own at the top of the cat tree. Also having a nap. They are just all sacked out. Hey, bud. So I scheduled a follow-up appointment for Millet so that we can get an opinion from Dr. Katz about how he's done. And that follow-up appointment is on Monday, the 21st Monday, I believe. And then these guys all get their neuters on the 22nd, Tuesday, the day after, also with Dr. Katz, all 7 of them. And anytime after that, they will all be ready to go home, I believe. The oranges and Millet. So maybe with a little luck, we can have that happen. We shall see. Ants purring too. They're so sweet. Oh, last night was another milestone for these guys in that we had the doors open all night and they just got to run around, do whatever they wanted all night long, and they all did fine. A couple of them stopped by to visit us during the night, but I think they mostly did their own thing. And it was pretty sweet. I saw someone ask, yes, Dr. Katz really is the name of our primary vet. It's spelled with a K, K-A-T-Z, but it's still a little too perfect. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us. If you want to keep watching these cats and those cats, you know what to do. The regular Kitten Academy live stream should be running all the time in glorious all 4Ks of the Kitten Academy live stream. You can watch these kids all day long. And if not, we should probably get around to another close-up tomorrow. And time for me to go see about how to build a window connector for that air conditioner, I guess. That's probably my next most important thing. Oh, or lunch. Yeah, maybe one then the other. All right, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. You look just like your mom, buddy. Just like your mom, like half cartoon.